Hello everyone, Matt Barkas, CEO of ISN, and I wanted to talk to you about the importance of wealth preservation, not saving. I'm not talking about the typical savings where everybody talks about saving 10 or 50% of your paycheck each week. What I want to talk about is real wealth preservation, what the wealthy have done for generations, and that is truly preserve their wealth. And you can see that in instances like 2008, 2009, when people lost a lot, sometimes almost everything, when the real estate and the banks kind of started to collapse, credit cards started going bad, those kind of things started defaulting, and it caused a major disruption. Well, were people that fared very well during that time, and it was because they were preserving what they had. Now, if you take money, now this one's 1957, but it was based when our currency here in the U.S. was backed by silver and gold. So if you want to go back and you want to take, say, currency from 1913, so if you took a dollar bill from the U.S. in 1913, what would that buy you today? That's what we need to look at, because that's what wealth preservation is. We need to know what is it that will hold and preserve your wealth if you want to get a hold of those things to do the same for your family, for yourself. And so in 1913, real simply, $1 it doesn't sound like much today, so we think, oh, big deal, $1 in 1913. Well, that dollar in 1913, if you were to compare it to today's dollar, so if this was a 1913 dollar, which back then they probably used more silver pieces, but here's what it would be today, about 3 pennies. That's the value of today's dollar when you compare it to the dollar of 1913. So that's pretty sad. So let me give you an example. What does that mean? So if you would have the buying power of $1 in 1913, that would be a little over $30 in buying power today. So with about say $5 from 1913, you could buy $120, $150 worth of groceries. So you could literally go to the grocery store with a $5 bill and buy $150 worth of groceries today. That's what's happening with our currency. And if we don't preserve our wealth, then that process is continuing to happen. As a matter of fact, it's continued so much that when you look here, this is a Zimbabwe $100 trillion bill, the biggest bill ever created. And when it was still in use, not too long ago, just a few years ago, $100 trillion wouldn't even buy a dozen eggs. So if we think that that can't happen to our currency here in the U.S. or anywhere in the world, whether it's the pound, the euro, the yen, if we think that can't happen to us, then we're fooling ourselves, because most currencies have collapsed. So what can we do to preserve so that we can have the same buying power of a 1913 dollar? Here's how we do it right here. It's been done for generations. Collecting silver and gold. So if you want to save something, don't save what Robert Kiyosaki calls trash. He says cash is trash. Don't save that. Save precious metals like this, silver and gold. This is what preserves people's wealth, because it's maintained value, not even for generations, but literally for millennia. So it's something that's proven itself over and over again and will continue to do so. So I trust this has been helpful for those of you that maybe don't understand savings or what silver and gold or anything like that. You can go to the website that's shared on this link, and you can look at more in depth of how you can start saving today. And I encourage you to not hesitate and wait, because every day our currency is either, according to the market or not, is diminishing. So the sooner you start, the better you and your family and your loved ones will be. So I encourage you to look at it today and get started preserving your wealth. Thank you.